Ladies and gentlemen, in the interest of doing something a little different, we have Fort Goryakaku fixed capitals with fog and blizzards on, no portals, no alliances, a neutral bond. So we have a slow fixed cap map. I saw Chris and Paige playing a version of fixed caps on this map, but with alliances and with no fog. And I was like, what if we really, really choked up the vision? Right? What if we made it so that it was really hard to see and figure out what the hell was going on? I think this too is my best cap. I don't see anything in the middle, which is weird. God bless you. Thank you. Fort Bukaki, this map rocks. It does. It's a good map. But it's going to be a bit of a struggle, I think, for me to try and figure out if anyone's going to let me have anything. They don't necessarily need to. So the purple cap doesn't go into the left-hand side. The purple cap goes around here. Red has a 6 to spawn with. Yeah, I have to neighbor cap yellow. Fuck. I think this is my best shot. The 4 sucks. These two, like these interior, maybe if I cap there, I still have to neighbor cap yellow. Maybe I choose something in the middle. Stay out of the way. Stay out of trouble could be a good line of play too. I mean, we are last act of the human players, so stay out of trouble, I guess, is how we play it. This is quite a departure from the normal vibe we usually have, but Abu got the song request, so here we go. I hope you enjoyed your song, sir. Arkansas says, I waited 5 years, had the interview on Wednesday, and the green card arrived on Saturday. You just have to be patient. No, yeah, but right now, my issue is not that I'm waiting for the government. My issue is that the lawyers I've hired to provide a service do not seem to be doing that. So I'm waiting to, move to the next step for when I actually do have to engage with the U.S. government. All right. Who attacks it for? Purple? Purple's going for that split bonus. Okay, yellow doesn't seem to add to their cap, but they fort back to it. Yeah, okay, 12 is good. 12 looks good. Kyle says Fort Bukaki is a perfect name for this map. It's what it is, guys. It's what it is. Of course, we can't talk about that on YouTube. Just come here illegally. I mean, Arkin did it the old-fashioned way. Dawn Disciple says, it's kind of unfortunate how the streaming community has accepted the nickname for this map. What do you got for it? Hilarious, but unfortunate. I'm actually putting my hands on a fucking space heater right now because they're so cold. Please let me be in Florida, please. Please. And thank you, please. Okay, so does red take behind their cap? Fort Starfish. Chocolate Starfish! The cold sucks. I can barely function. Is it cold where you are too, man? That's crazy. And the hot dog flavored water. That's right. Nordic Noob knows. Did you hire the law firm of Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe? No. No, I'm certainly not going to say who I hired because I am praying that the work gets done. It's been amazing. 70 degrees for a week or two. I'm happy for you, man. I can be uncomfortable and miserable and still happy for you. And we can help. Yeah. We can help ourselves to your money. Yeah. Yellow, unsurprisingly, shows themselves to be able to fuck purple out of their plans. Yes, I am. Idoa? Yes, I am. All right, white on 8. We don't know where white's capital is. So we have the purple capital here. We have the yellow capital here. We have the red capital here. So the only cap we don't know is white. Well, we don't know oranges, but orange started as a bot. So red's going behind their capital to get cards or taking off of whatever exteriors they might have left. I wonder who gets the orange cap. This is going to be very slow settings. I'm actually glad I got to see the top right corner off of that too. I think this map is better for World on. Right on. Yeah. Well, so my thinking was I wanted something that was heavily congested, because I played a Spain map once upon a time for fixed caps with Fog and Blizz, and this map does have a lot of small bonuses where you could incrementally grow, but the blizzards make this map very choky. So I wonder if it's similar. Can I show the bonuses? Yes, I can. We have symmetrical 3s. We have 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have a split bonus worth +4. That's on either side of the map. And then in the middle, we have 2 6s, 2 4s, and a 5 if you can hold it. Yeah, no worries. That's right. We're enjoying some Tycho. And there goes Perpy from his chance to get a bonus. So Perpy's probably not long for this world. Didn't realize it was a split bonus. That's right. That's right. I don't think Perpy did either. And red's going to reveal themselves to the purple cap or no? Red doesn't ever close that line, do they? They already know where purple's cap is because they've taken this territory so they can see it. 9 troops. Red wants that split bonus. Oh, clever. Did they stop because there's a cap there? No. But they have cleared the bonus. I mean, part of me wants to break that. I don't know that it really benefits me to do so. Let's just go behind our cap and get those easy cards. Actually, no, that doesn't make any sense. Let's take a look here. Sure. I expect to see red here. No. Okay, but I do get some info. Okay. Seems like a good map. Can you show the bonuses? I just did, but I'll do it one more time. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 3s. We have 2 6s in the middle, 1 5 and 2 4s, and we have a split bonus worth +4 of Gatehouse. The 4 up there and the 4 here are the same bonus. Be well, Samix. Nice to see ya. Map is split by the blizzards. Yeah, oftentimes the blizzards will provide. So this is the only way into the right. because this blizzard blocks it, this blizzard blocks it, and this blizzard blocks it. So if there was a cap there, it would completely split that side of the map. I stay out of everyone's way. Hey, take it easy, Arkin. Take it easy. Kubu says, why are you not taking the bonus on the outside? This one? Because as soon as I do, I expect it's fixed. And as soon as I do, I expect yellow breaks it. I could take the +5. Which one? The one I'm captain? The split +5. Ha! Funny. The triple split +5. I mean, that's not a terrible idea to go for. Let's try that. I don't hate that idea at all. Okay, red on 10. Red has these two. This and this. Plus a set. What do they do with that set? Hey, mama. This map is called Fort Goryakaku. And don't listen to anyone else when they tell you it's called anything else. Okay, what's red doing now? That's so interesting. The triple split +5. No one's going to know that I have that. How you doing, Clive? The land of bushes. I like this map. The bushes. When I'm drinking coffee, Pat says, how much control do you think content creators should have over games? Recently we've seen content creators rebel against the games. Well, see, I'm kind of out of the mix as far as gaming in general. My answer is, I think creators independently of the game studio shouldn't have much, to be honest, including myself, right? Shouldn't have much. Holy shit! Holy shit, what just happened? Yellow just lost all of their tropes. Okay. Creators, including myself, should not have much control independently of the game studios. What I think should happen is game studios should hire creators if they are good, right? If they are skilled at the game. How you doing, TL Kane? How are you, man? Hello. Right? I think, but it shouldn't have as much to do with being popular. It should have more to do with ability. Like, one of the things that made Magic the Gathering go from being kind of a niche game to what is now, I think, the premier moneymaker for Hasbro is they started hiring their tournament performers, develop the game. And surprise, surprise, when people who know how to play the game at the highest level contribute to the design of the game gets better, right? Shocker, I know. I think you get that cap. I hope I do. Because that's a really good cap. Okay, so red somehow knew that I had taken that split bonus. And he could have taken the free cap, but he chose not to. Additionally strange. Okay. Cool. That's fine. What do you think about it, Pat? I don't think that creators, simply because they are creators, should have all that much of a say regarding the games they play. And I think you could obviously calibrate that to the size of the audience. If the creator was super, super successful and super, super influential and played all the time, if they were indeed a power user of the game, then sure. But I would suggest that if SMG were to be wise to listen to me about anything, it would not be because I'm a creator, and it would be because I am a world champion, right? I think, and the reason there is not close, because popularity doesn't necessarily demonstrate anything in terms of ability. Is this it for yellow? Remove yellow. Hey, doing, Bart? What is this map? This map is called Fort Goryakaku. Blazing. You know what it's called. Arkin says, in the gaming ecosystem, a change that someone who plays the game professionally wants will sometimes be an overall negative. Yeah, exactly. I can think of all sorts of things that would benefit me directly that would be bad for the game. Right? And I don't really want that because I, long term, want the game to be healthy. Right? Very much so, in fact. I would love for the game to be healthy. The Frick Pete strategy. JJ, bruh. How could you? How could you say that to me? Now Red's going for that split bonus. You greedy prick. He had the same idea. That's why he did that. He had the same idea. Okay. And even Poppy Tony. Kyle says, I think every premium purchase from this point forward should be an 80% kill to 20% SMG share, but I think that won't benefit the game. Ding, 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 ding. And they should backdate that. Right. No, I think, and one thing you guys can count on regarding Kyle and I is that, you know, we both take a very long view of this. I kind of want to break that guy because he just directly stole it from me is the thing. And I don't love it when people steal my shit. Don't love it. We take a very long view of it because, you know, we've been here a while and we're trying to invest in the community. I would love nothing more, and I've said this for years, I would love nothing more than to have Risk reach what I see as its destiny. Do we hit red? What do we even do with those troops? Yeah, weird. He just keeps building up on the split bonus. I mean, as soon as you lose that stack, you're not there at all. Do I care? What is its destiny? I see no reason why Risk cannot be. Risk made me a billionaire. Video title 2038. I see no reason why. Good job, Yellow. Why Risk can't be, you know, as big as Chaz. Should I kill Yellow for his cards? I won one game. Thank you for your teachings. You're welcome. White has a good position. Maybe I should not brick that up. Red's going to sit there with a 15 now. No. Red's going to attack white. Great. That's fine with me. All right. I mean, if you're going to hit other players, then I'll let you generate extra troops. That seems reasonable. Oh, Grim was absolutely shit talking, by the way. I wonder if knocking purple out of here forces action. See you later, Shade Ow 2. Ow. Probably does force action. I wonder. Because he's building up a lot off cap, and then what does that just do? That just gives his cap to red. Or it forces a war. We find ourselves in a 4-player game. We don't exactly know where White's cap is, but White probably is the one with 2 caps, I think. We don't know for sure. White and red hitting each other, I like. Red on 19. Ooh. Keep sending into white. Yeah, you do. Bladen says, how do you think they can market it to become that big? Even with perfect functionality updates, I can't see much marketing being effective after getting big creators, maybe celebs to play. Right. So the issue with marketing Risk is that guys my age think of Risk as a slow game, right? We think of Risk as the thing we played at the cottage with our family. And, Risk has this trope that it takes a long time to play, that it's prone to stalemates, etc. And that is the key thing their marketing could address, right? The idea that you have in this product the 20-minute Risk game. Right? So with really good design that encourages and incentivizes action, we could buck the trend, so to speak, that Risk needs to be a slow game. Yeah, I see what Purple's doing now. Purple has gone whole hog for their split bonus. You still kind of need a 10-minute game, do you? That's crazy. Well, I mean, we do have that. You might need Purple. Okay, say more. What do you think I need Purple for? Like if White and Red obliterate each other? White on. White's on 8, and White's attacking Red. White doesn't realize that Red has that extra +5, so he's not bothering to break it. Yeah, Red wins the war. I kind of want to put Purple behind Red and force them into Red. Is that crazy? To beat Red. Well, right now, Red's fighting White. See, Purple's position is entirely behind both of us. Hey, Speedy. Man, you put all of it back there. You put all of it back there. Okay. Very interesting. Okay, now I let him run out of cards until he's forced to hit in the middle. There's so much marketing left for Risk in the game. Yeah, I mean, I don't think we've really even touched it. JP says, There is no chess equivalent to trolls installers and turn a lot of people away from the game. Yeah, they have to fix that first. The assumption, before we even talk about the marketing, the assumption is that the game isn't broken. For sure. You think Purple's a problem? Yeah, I can see it. I can see them being a problem. Hey, doing Frosties? Hey, Pete. First time catching stream. I've been watching your YouTube videos a ton lately, and I love what you do. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. How are you? Well, it looks like Purple is keeping massively not enough troops on their capital to maintain the split position. I think long term that's just naturally a problem for them in a way that it isn't a problem for me, even if they sue my cap. Purple just angers me. I feel you, Husky, but I don't know. I understand how they're playing. They're playing Pocket Turtle. They're playing I'm happy for a +4. I'm not really afraid of Pocket Turtle, and I think the best thing I can do is just not antagonize. Exponential caps, yeah, Exponential is really fun. JPiz says releasing Expo is one of the best things to help market the game to a bigger audience, and I'm so happy that they did that. Yeah, Expo's super fun. Tobbs, are you worried about collabing U.S. players? It's strange to me that how many troops Purple has on their cap. Okay. Do we help White at some point? Red's just going to smack through that, I think. Having a bot start the game gives us this pseudo blizzard thing. Red takes the purple cap now. Watch out, Purple. Oh, there's a cap in there. I see. Neat. We found Orange's capital. I was hoping to remove Red from the position. We found Orange's capital. Who are we still missing? We're still missing White's. We don't know White's capital. Grim says that was a perfect cap spot. Never saw it coming. Yeah. Yeah. Indeed. And now he doesn't. Now he doesn't take the bonus again, right? Because he wants that cap open. Man, I hope red takes purple's capital, but I don't know that they will. Sets gets the 10. Hey, Mr. Scary. What do you think of a game mode where there is one turn timer and all 6 players play at the same time? That something similar to that actually exists in Warlight. Your chat is the exception of IQ? Yeah, I betcha. JP says, I only had one game almost stalemate on Expo. I killed the guy with 5 troops left while my opponent had 7K, and you got the 7K trade. That is so legit. I played the game Warzone, I think it's called. There's Warzone and there's Warlight. I think maybe Warlight became Warzone. But yeah, they had the same time risk. Why would you attack me, though? I was the one. No, I guess I didn't really help you. Hi. Yeah, hi. How's it going? No, he didn't know. He didn't know. What is my play on this map? Certainly not to trade the dudes in. I don't know. Maybe get another cup of coffee? Power up? Dudes trade. What did I just come back to with this chat? Goodness gracious, guys. Calm yourselves. I know it's a Saturday, but decaf with cream? Bro, do I look like a decaf drinker? Am I the most animated guy? Come on. Finally clears or no? I don't see any upside to clearing, right? You are animals. Okay. This is a very chill sort of settings config for a chill kind of day. I'm just, despite all the caffeine, I'm just trying to relax with my friends. Mm-hmm. How's that pulse today? Let's take a reading. All right, purple now sees the red cap. Man, they have a lot of troops there. White goes in. It doesn't hold a block. Okay. Okay, so red stepped out. So he wants that bonus again. Says it's measuring, but it's not telling me what the pulse is. IP account says, I know you said GM is only halfway to mastery of risk, and I thought you were being a little too hard on people, but I have been solidly in the master rank for a few months now. And I'm in the 24K point range. I feel like I still suck. Yeah, sorry. I'm sorry if it came off as harsh. I didn't mean it that way, right? Oh, fuck you, Purple. I'm so glad you lost that whatever it is percentage roll. Yeah, I'm trying to, when I speak, I'm trying to be accurate. You know, I'm not trying to be harsh. Pete, serious question. I know you've been through a divorce, and what is the key advice to pick the soulmate? And what are the red flags to be aware of? Okay, this is a good question. The first thing I would say is get that soulmate nonsense out of your head completely, right? I think that is terrible, terrible framing to think that there's only one person in the entire world, one of 3 or 4 billion women that you're meant to be with, right? What an absurdity. It's just like, it's bullshit and it's bad for you, in the immortal words of George Carlin. So no, there's no such thing as a soulmate, right? And I think that's obviously true if you use your brain for even a second, right? The answer to your question is assume that you're imperfect. Assume that the person you're looking for is imperfect. Assume that you're both going to change over time. Right? So try and develop a relationship with someone that sets the foundation such that you can grow together into the future. And try to build something together. Work together. Find someone you can work with. Even more importantly than work with, find somebody you can talk to. Yeah, I think you can gift Prime still. I'm pretty sure. Kyle says, yeah, we're supposed to be with like 3 or 4 billion women. I like this take. I'm not saying what we're supposed to do. I'm saying you're probably compatible with a lot more than N of 1. Chances are N of 1 is a flawed number in some regard. Red flags. Do they respect you? Do they respect themselves? Do they do what they say? How does their mind work? Are they kind? Are they pleasant to be around? Are they annoying? Could you see yourself, like, is she hot? You just want to fuck her? Or do you want to, like, build something with her? Do you want to make a family? Could you see yourself being together with this person after they look like shit because they're fucking 80 years old and you've been together forever, but you still love them from the bottom of your heart for whatever crazy reason? These are the questions you need to ask yourself. And thank you, JM. Thank you so much. And I will say I got very lucky in my life, right? I have nothing bad to say about my ex-wife. I hold her in a high regard. I'm glad for the time we had together. I'm glad that it's over. And, you know, I'm grateful that we got to come to the end of it without hating each other. Not everyone gets that. In fact, from what I can tell, very few people do. So that's kind of my advice. You're probably compatible with a lot of people. Figure out who you're compatible with and whether or not you're willing to accept their bullshit and whether or not they're willing to accept yours. And if all of that works together, then you might end up with not a soulmate, but someone you can grow with. Is this fixed? Yes, it is, Kristen. Inspired by the Kristen Page. This is my take on it, though. So we're doing no alliances, no vision, right? Fog and blizzards instead of alliances and blizzards with a neutral bot. And we have 4 real players going in this game. This game's been going for a bit. Molokai Hex says, greetings from someone married for 25 years. Notably, I would just like to add, you're asking a divorced guy for relationship advice. You should ask someone like Molokai who's been married for 25 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, perhaps they have maybe arguably better advice to give. But anyways, the advice I offered, the lessons I learned the hard way, were offered, you know, with that in mind, right? Like, look, I'm approaching the relationship I have now with the same kind of viewpoint. I'm surely going to make mistakes in the future. I am not perfect. I do not pretend to be. The hope is that maybe I make new ones. Let's please not make the same mistakes again. Right? Is that a reasonable thing to hope? The pace of this game is extremely slow, and that's on purpose. Kill people, please. I hate him. I hate him too. I hate him too. Don't worry. We'll get him. Pro but Stupid says, honestly, I couldn't marry a girl because she didn't want to team up. I just turned 27. I'm trying to build myself up. But all they care about is someone supporting them, yet I couldn't take that responsibility. I think you can't say that all they care about, right? That's far too broad of a category. Figure out the person. Just deal with the individual person you're talking to, right? What do they want? Can you talk to them, right? Are they honest with you? Can you be honest with them? There's no putting all women into categories like that because women are going to say things and different women are going to do different things, right? Can we kill Purple? No, Purple's cap is on the other side. Saddam, hello. Local optimal. Right. And says someone who can take your bullshit and who you can take theirs is really the key. Yeah. Because nobody's perfect. You would love this on Expo per player? Would be fun. I intentionally designed this for slow. I want a long game. And we've been at it for 45 minutes and there's really no progress occurring. So safe to say we're in a long game. But that's okay. That's what I went for this time. We might get a longer YouTube video out of it. JM says, my 2 cents. Have been married for 7 years. Just find someone that accepts your weirdness. And you like theirs. Yeah, maybe not even accept, right? Maybe you guys like each other for your weirdness. You appreciate it. Thanks, man. Glad you're doing what you love now. I'm fucking so blessed. I am so blessed, right? I really, I reflect upon when I show up as less than my best self, either on camera or off. And I'm so blessed. I really should have no fucking excuse to ever complain. Uncle Traveling Maddie says, stay single, shave your head, become a monk. How many kids you having, Maddie? Taking his own advice. 3. Yeah. Uh-huh. I understand why we hate purple. So just anyone watching this who, over the course of the game, I've had a number of different people in the Twitch chat say you should kill purple. And what they're saying is, this is annoying the hell out of them. Okay? I have a capital here. Oh, baby! That's a big stack. I have a capital here, and we know that purple's capital is there. So purple's trying to hold a split bonus. They're trying to hold this +4. And they're trying to hold it with a massive, massive off-cap stack, which is vulnerable to me in a way that I am not vulnerable to them. But it's fixed. So we're thinking that this buildup is eventually some sort of scumbag play to try and steal the capital. It may be. I'd love to smack that stack. I would. But that would be antithetical to the whole plan of the chill, long, relaxed game. Right? Sometimes the financial aspect is what ruins the relationship. You're 27, man. I don't know what part of the world you're from. I don't know what culture you're from. Perhaps your culture is pushing you to get married earlier than mine did. But when I was 27, I met my ex-wife. And I think 4 or 5 years later, we got married. I felt young at the time. Now I feel like I'm ready for something like that. Right now I'm ready to have a family. But I'm fucking 42. And I want, not only do I think I'm ready for it, I think I want it. So I'm in a completely different time in my life now. And thinking about that caused me to ask these types of questions, but in a slightly different way. It's like, could you be a good mom? Are we going to be able to keep it together, right? Because it certainly would be an even greater tragedy to, be essentially divorced twice and then have fucking kids too, right? So, yep, red and white are just jockeying for that position on that choke point. I'm so glad I can see it, but I don't have to worry about it. You streamed on weekends. Always a pleasure, House Florida. Right now, I'm in Toronto still. I'm really, 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 really hoping that my application eventually gets filed, but has not yet been. So we're stuck in Toronto. We're freezing our ass off. I miss my girl. I miss the kitties, But I'll do the work for you guys. With you guys. I like hanging out with you. Strange that, huh? I like you guys a whole lot. Dr. Pie, I spent 13.5 years of my life not aware of the importance of me. This is a good point. And taking upon myself to be the provider for my wife, which took a toll on both of us. Now we're in counseling, in part to decide whether or not a marriage in the future. Be present, communicate, allow one another to be uncomfortable. Yeah, the advice from Dr. Pie. Put yourself first. It's okay to put yourself first, right? How do you expect to show up as your best self in a relationship if you're not taking care of you? No one else knows how to take care of you, even if they wanted to, as well as you can. You got to put yourself first, I think, there. I'm from Morocco. If you want to come, you're more than welcome, Wise Payment. One day I will see it. One day I will visit it. All right, red puts up a 39 block. This probably starts to slowly constrict white. How long do visas normally take to get approved? Once I file, I get a hearing in 15 days. And if it is accepted, then I will be able to work in the United States for 3 years. Show's going good, Crebo. Show's going good. We're good. We're chilling. Chilling is the point. Can't wait for that thing to get fucking filed and get my 15 days. What Kyle said is also true. It's the oil that we're lacking. Yeah, games are good. Thanks. Games are good. Grim says, I started a daycare center in the U.S. if you'd like to join. Much easier that way. I'm glad I got the reference. We can get married if you want, Arkin. But I want 65-40. I want 65-35 my way. Make a deal. Hit orange, totally worth it. It'll speed the game up. Yeah? You want to hit a 30? It will. You're not wrong. It will, in fact, speed the game up. How you doing, Neha? Thank you for the prime. Thank you. Hey, Rip and Dip. First time in the stream, I found you on YouTube while studying. I never heard of this game before, and I ended up binge watching a ton of your videos. Love the content. Welcome, man. Yeah, we're doing what we like to do here. Well, red's never attacking purple, so. Yeah. Why is purple off cap? Because they're trying to hold a split, or they're not trying to. They're successfully holding a split bonus. Who's going to slam Pete? Let's get some action going. I think maybe what happens is red constricts white, and then I get teamed on by these two guys that capped right next to each other, but don't seem to be at war ever. You know, I don't think they've hit each other once the entire game. Did you clip the motivational speech? Yeah. We're working on making it a short. I don't know there was a motivational speech as much as the answer to a question, but we're waiting for the Huapa into purple. It would have been possible earlier. Now it's kind of like a losing play. You think it's kind of rough? I did this on purpose. I made my peace with it going this way. It's truly inspiring. Oh, goodness. All right, fine. Fine. You guys happy now? Yes. Renos, thank you for the prime. Thank you. General Luthra either has to attack red or sit on his cap. Here he comes. Cave to peer pressure. No, I think it was a good move. I think, look, nothing's going to happen. So if nothing's going to happen, let's destabilize the unholy alliance over there. Yay! I did it. Here's my dice. I know. Yamamoto Knudsen. First time catch the stream after watching you religiously on YouTube for around a year. Thank you for getting me through my depression, man. Nice job, White. You're welcome. I owe you one. Love the irony of you getting into risk as kind of an escape from your situation with many of us getting into Pete for a similar reason. Love you. Love you too, man. Welcome to the stream. All right. White now has an open capital. And purple hit red. All right. We lose a cap. Hopefully we force the action. We'll see. We love the humble P2, but sometimes we need exactly this. It was no blame. Everything has its purpose. I can see playing this, doing something else simultaneously. What do you mean humble? I don't know. I missed the meaning there. Oh yeah! Taste it, perpy! Okay. Shit happened now. Shit happened now. Okay, so I hope white hates red more than he hates me. And I'm going to draw a line right into red. And let's see if white takes it. Get him. I hope you take it, white. I hope you take it, my friend. Give him the... I might just end up getting third here, but whatevs. No, he's not going to take it. He's chilling. I get third. We come for the game, stay for the conversations with Pete. Here we are, man. This is kind of why I made these settings. I was like, these are going to be slow, relaxing settings. All right, Red. Kick his ass. I don't know. I don't know what you want from me. Neha. Hey, Pete. I just recently found your videos on YouTube. Got hooked on Rest immediately. Bought the game. Love playing it. Your tips are really great. And I enjoy the massive amount of videos you already have on YouTube. I thought I might also watch and support you live. Hello. Greetings from Germany. I love your energy. I try, man. I do try. Welcome, folks. Yeah, I know. This is it's a blessed day, friends. And setting up for the 5-3, it's fine. If I end up getting third after that, so be it. I am the one who lost patience, right? So be it. Ricky says, I'm pissed. It's been less than 24 hours since the last stream. And I'm already addicted to Balatro. Oh, no. I'm sorry, man. They should give me a kickback. The only thing I can rely on is maybe red and white are still playing to win. And in that case, the hope is that there's still some play to this game. Venus says, I'm the one who lost patience. He says patiently. No, I mean, I did advance the game state, but it cost me 50% of my troops. And the cap? He doesn't take the cap, right? Oh, he does? He does? Very interesting. He does take the cap. Wasn't that lovely? Returns to his original cap with the 73. Right? Yes. White has 3 capitals. We don't know where his original capital is. Red's on 17. Red has the entire this on this 1 point. Doesn't white back. Goes back to the 1 point guard. Just do a quick recap of the game. Sure. Orange started as a bot, and they have a huge stack here and a huge stack here, acting as pseudo blizzards. What else happened this game? So let's just. I don't think I want to do that. Doesn't matter. Yellow capped here, and purple capped here, and purple tried to hold, not tried, purple successfully held the split bonus for most of the game, okay? And purple's continuing to stack here behind the yellow cap, stack here, stack here, stack here. Eventually, yellow pops it. I see it. I take the cap. Purple continues his stupid play style, trying to hold the split bonus. Purple capped here, red capped here. Red gets huge. Red stole the orange cap, which is here, and white's on the bottom. And then white and red are fighting through that choke point where the 73 is. And they've been fighting the whole fucking game. I eventually smoke purple's off-cap troops. Red finishes with the kill. And then white steals the yellow cap from me. And now white and red are both bigger than me, but they're fighting. Lol. I also have a question for you. Let's go. And do we get the cap back? Fighting over that corner cap. Weird. What a weird thing to fight about. I've noticed certain GMs will say extremely passive, not participating in anything of the whole game, and then swoop in with some almost magical clairvoyance when someone makes a mistake. Have you encountered this? Yes. How do you recommend playing against them? Learn how to read through the fog. Right? I have a few videos with the specific sort of intention of teaching people how to see through fog. Dude, straight. That's how Pete plays. I mean, not always. I like, if I can force action, I will. So I wouldn't say the exact language was not participating in anything in the whole game is not how I play. But I would say I do sometimes have magical clairvoyance because I'm paying attention. So one of the things I'm doing in a fog game is I'm mapping the board, right? I want to know who's where. Fair rebuttal. You make it look so easy to read through the fog. It's hard. You got to count. You got to keep checking, see how much people are getting. They're trading off on that fucking corner cap. Why? Why would you want that, though? Hey, thank you, Pilot at Poker. Thank you for the prime. Kyle says the extremely passive grandmasters are the most annoying opponents in Risk, and unfortunately, this strategy works for rank points. Don't hate the player, hate the game, friends. If the incentives are broken, we can discuss how to fix them. Hey, Pete, I love the show, and I wanted to leave the prime. Thank you so much. Thank you. Clasher said Red doesn't have anything on his cap because he forwarded a second 73 to the 1 point. So once all the caps are low, you can cap run. Ooh. So what you're saying is my win here is I have to know where White's final cap is, and then I have to anticipate when these guys have actually gone to attrition. See, the problem with this scenario is if I hit either of them too hard, the other one just quits, and then I get second. Kyle says, all I do is discuss the solution, but I also fuck the player's mother. Yeah, but like she's into that shit, right? Kyle. Everyone's into gingers. A little spicy for me. I don't know. I feel like listening to chat might have done me wrong earlier in the game. You don't think this one's for you too? I think this might make it. I like this game so far. Poo face, Jesus Christ. But you like that, right? That's what you're going for. White also has a dude's trade. They're both getting so much. Yeah, the Hue. Let's see the Hue. Yeah! Let's see the Hue! Ladies and gentlemen! Yeah, lucky me, I know. I know. Red says good luck. Okay. He's going to hide in the corner? Okay. Was that clairvoyant or what? Was that the clairvoyance we're talking about? I should not be letting white get 25 a turn unless he's going to use that 25 to kill red. White's just like, oh shit. Yeah. Puts troops on his original capitals. Okay. Red has like 30 in the corner. It ain't over yet. That's because the 10. Wonder what's on that cap. It's a Juju pocket with the orange sack garden. Well, you would have assumed that red saw that too, but I don't want to count my chickens, right? Uh-huh, 16. Okay, red is off cap. But they're good. They're not suing. Okay, maybe they are. Okay, they sue. They're suing! Yes! Thank you, Red! That changes everything, friends. Thank you, Red. Appreciate you, brother, man. Woo! Time to find White's cap? Nah, not yet. But like, there's very few places left it could be. It's probably here. This is probably White's cap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe it's in there further, but I don't think so. I think it's right there. What is up with that Christian guy I was trying to convert Pete in the YouTube comments? Who's that? Who are you seeing? What is the comment that you see? Why do we see different comments? Okay, 16. Red's gone. We find the final capital. Good game, White. You played well. This is him killing Red to lock in second. That's right. God, you're such an asshole. I look at my fucking DMs. This is ridiculous. This is fucking ridiculous. Can I show that on stream? Do you care? Do you care if I show that shit on stream? Eat. Okay, everyone, this is the type of DM I get from my best buddy, Kyle. No context, no follow-up info, just that. This is, you're my fucking favorite person ever, sir. And the whee! Give it to Wah. Yeah. Well played. Good game, sir. Good game, good game. Let's do a quick Q&A as we clean up this board. Today's Q&A question is from Tefra. And Tefra says, as social media has become a primary source for news for most people, and platform algorithms increasingly shape what users see, often reinforcing echo chambers, what mechanisms, if any, can be implemented to promote factual accuracy and limit misinformation? Ah, great question. Okay. I've noticed what you've noticed. Social media has become my primary source for news and for almost everybody. Platform algorithms increasingly shape what users see. So I'll give you an example. I am 42 years old, and 9/11 back in 2001 was basically the last time I ever saw the same thing everyone saw, or everyone at least seemed to see, the same thing happening at the same time. And ever since then, the spin, the heavy thumb on the scale of propaganda from my news became more and more apparent. Now, is that because I started to become an adult? I was 16, 17 when 9/11 happened, right? I was a teenager. And then as I grew older, I kind of realized, like, oh no, we're very, very heavily propagandized all the time. So I think you're actually, I'm not going to be able to answer your question. What mechanisms, if any, can be implemented to promote factual accuracy? Because I don't think, philosophically speaking, factual accuracy is possible. I think news is narratives. We're told stories. And then we have to accept those stories and we have to agree. I don't think human beings are particularly good at factual accuracy, and we're much worse at it at scale. So the stories we're currently told are up to you to decide what degree of truth you believe, or what degree of accuracy, or I think about it probabilistically. When I hear a news story, I go, what is the likelihood that the story I'm being told here is true? And most of the time, most of the stories I'm told seem mostly true, in as much as they continue to reinforce the status quo. If you're not a gambler like me and you want to make a safe bet, betting on the status quo is almost always going to be the way to play it, right? Wars will continue to happen. There will be winners. There will be losers. The rich will continue to get richer. The world will continue to have good things happen and bad things happen. But as far as what you're actually asking, man, I don't know how much it's possible. And I would love it if I had an answer for you, or for myself. I would love it if I had news that I could look to and go, this is the truth. Because now when things happen, I look at the spin and I go, holy shit, this is heavy propaganda. And then I go, how the fuck would I even come to know if it's true? Right? How would I come to know if it was real, if that thing even happened? But the more doubt you have, the more ineffectual you are. So at some point you have to go, okay, this is probably what's happening. And since this is what I, to the best of my ability, know is the thing that's probably happening, this is what I'm going to do about it. And that's it. But I don't get sucked into, at least I try very hard not to, get sucked into, you should believe this thing or else you're a bad person. And that really seems to be the color of, quote, both sides of the political conversation. You should believe as we do, or else you're a bad person. Fuck you, don't tell me what to think. Defeating. Red was the best player in this lobby, defeating one beginner, two intermediates, and an expert. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you found some of it fun and entertaining, maybe even a little bit educational and informative. If you are interested in getting better at the Risk, I invite you to subscribe to Free Pete, to the Kill Pete strategy. You can give me a like. You can give me a hype. We even have bonus content on the Patreon and the YouTube memberships. I love you. I appreciate you. And for all of you on the path to world domination, good games and good luck.